Welcome back to Comic Universe, the only nerd-centric thing you need in your life. DPZ rolling solo with another Netflix premiere. I know it's a little late in terms of time, depending on when this recording is shown, but yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be my review of Castlevania Season 2. Now, Castlevania Season 1 was a quick 4-episode, bloody, greatly animated, well voice-acted show that really was like, it broke the mold. It broke the everything made from a video game is bad. It really broke that, like, now we have Castlevania and debatably Rampage. That's really it when you think, well, I do kind of have a soft spot for the first Mortal Kombat movie, so if you want to go by me, it's 3 things video game-wise that we have that are good. Anyway, so, let's talk about Season 2. Now, Season 2's 8 episodes long, and yeah, I like this season, guys. I did like it. I think it, I don't know if it warranted a whole year's wait, but honestly, I did enjoy this. Hopefully it does leave off for a lot of stuff that could be like, yeah, you could easily see this as, hopefully it'll get a Season 3 and not get canceled after 2 seasons. Looking at you, Netflix, after what you did with Iron Fist and Luke Cage, and possibly with Daredevil now. So, just have to wait and see. Also, can we just admit that it's a little, like, it had to compete with Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, because they came out the same day, and there was hardly any fanfare for the Castlevania Season 2 premiere. There was hardly any fanfare for that. So I think that's a little shitty, honestly. Can we all agree that's a little shitty? I think it's a little shitty. Anyway, so how'd the season hold up as a whole? Well, Warren Ellis continues to prove that I think he just wanted to do a Dracula series, but he ended up doing Castlevania, because it was very clear in the first season that he really had a great time writing Dracula as this almost Shakespearean broken character, and it really plays out here. In fact, I think Dracula gets more screen time than Trevor Belmont does. I honest to God think that we spend more time with Dracula than we do Trevor. Because honestly, Trevor, Alucard, and Sypha, I think that's, yeah, Sypha, the magician girl, the 3 of them just spend a lot of the time in the Belmont Vault looking at books. And it's not, and they stay there for a good chunk of the season. They stay there for a good chunk of the season so far. Yeah. I don't know, like, I just feel like Warren Ellis and the rest of the team felt like they wanted to do a Dracula animated series, but they had to remind themselves half the time that, oh yeah, we're doing a Castlevania show. Oh yeah, we got to get back to them, because rather than have it be like, you know, them going on an adventure together, it's just them kind of looking at books. And don't get me wrong, Warren Ellis and the rest of the creative team behind this have great voices for each character. I mean, and they really nailed it on the head with all the voice acting cast in here. You had Richard Armitage, who, again, he's my fan pick forever. The X-Men get in the MCU. I want Richard Armitage to play Wolverine. I'm just saying. And it's funny because, yes, he did play Wolverine in the podcast The Long Night. But I think he's still really good here. I really enjoy the cast. It's also nice to have Peter Stormare in the cast as this Viking vampire named Godbrand, who brings this kind of level of just disgusting fun. And it's funny because Peter Stormare actually voiced Dracula in The Batman vs. Dracula. So it all kind of comes back around. But again, we do get a lot with... this does feel more like Dracula if it was Game of Thrones than it does Castlevania. There's not really an adventure going on. It's more like political intrigue with a shit ton of gore. So it feels more like vampire Game of Thrones, really. Graham McTavish as Dracula just continues to kill it as that character. He can go from snarling evil to emotionally broken man. And he reveals that, yeah, I don't give a shit about this war with mankind. This is just the world's longest suicide note, as his son puts. But again, I have to... and this is from a guy who's never really played a lot of the Castlevania games. That's right, people. I'm talking about a series that an animated series, video game I have never played. Or should I say hardly played. So, and even I'm like, shouldn't there be, like, more adventurous stuff? I mean, I do dig the political intrigue and all that, but maybe they just didn't have the budget for that? I don't know. But don't get me wrong, I do like how this plays with a kind of a Game of Thrones feel, and it does kind of give credence to, yeah, adult animated show. You know, there can be adult animated shows that doesn't need a fart joke every 5 goddamn minutes. You know, we can have more of this. I want more of this, of the material being taken seriously, and, you know, depend on, you know, have a good amount of violence and blood and some swearing here and there, but not go overboard with it, which I think the Castlevania Season 2 did very well, where Season 1 really had a lot of gore and violence in it. This one, while it does have that, and there are some epic and bloody kills in here, this one kind of tones it down, because I feel like it realizes, yeah, this needs to depend more on story than it does violence. But I digress. We also get some new characters. The two standout new characters are definitely Hector and Isaac, the two human generals who serve under Dracula. And you really see that they are not good people, but they have their own reasons, and they're probably some of the most complex animated characters I have seen in a long time. Like, I haven't seen this kind of level of complex characters in animation since Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like, there is some major, like, great character stuff between Isaac and Hector that made me go, wow, I want to see more of you guys, especially Isaac. I really want to see more of Isaac. We also get Carmilla, she's pretty much, imagine if you fused Cersei Lannister with Starscream and turned her into that fusion into a vampire. That's Carmilla. So you know, do with that as you will. So, all in all, I like this. I will admit that, you know, it does kind of lag. I do feel it lags at points, but I was very much wrapped up in the story of Dracula, and I feel like that's where I feel like they were getting away from themselves, because they had to. I feel like even in the show they had to remind themselves, oh yeah, we're doing a Castlevania show. Get back to Trevor and the other guys. So yeah, maybe they just wanted to do Dracula, and they got the Castlevania rights, and they're like, okay. But still, I really love this. I know this is going to be I can already tell that there's going to be like a divide for Season 2, but it does leave enough for third season, and maybe just a third season. This seems like something I don't want to see run into the ground, guys. Like, one more season just to wrap up what happens with the characters and where they go from here. But that's it. Like, no more. You just give it a good trilogy of seasons, and I think we'll be good. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That's pretty much my review of Castlevania Season 2. You guys tell me in the comments below. What did you guys think of this season? Did you guys like it? Hate it? Comment below, let me know. And yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications, share with your friends and family, all that good stuff. And yeah, once again, see you once more in the universe.